Hey everyone, my name is Kelsey and welcome to my channel On the Mat with Kelsey. I'm excited to share this class with you guys today as we're going to do a ladder style yoga flow. And a ladder yoga class or a ladder yoga flow, if you've never done one, can be any difficulty level, it can be any length, but the basics of a ladder flow is that you start with a simple pose or a short sequence. You'll repeat it on the other side, and you're going to always build from that first sequence up. So the second round, you will repeat the pose or short sequence, and then you'll add on. Then you'll do it on the other side. Then for your third round, you'll start with the first sequence once again, do the second, and then add on the third new piece, and so on and so forth. It can be pose by pose. It can be, adding on little blocks of poses together. That will be more of the style that we'll do in this class. So we'll do 4 or 5 rounds of the ultimate flow. We will do a pretty good cool down and warm up and a nice shavasana at the end. So this class will be a little longer. And I would strongly recommend if you have a block. A block will be nice for this class. We'll do some triangle pose, side angle, where it can be very helpful to have a block, but most of all, I want you to have a block for supported bridge pose that we'll do towards the end of class. And it's just a very restorative, nice, relaxing pose that you need a block for. Otherwise, I think that's it. Let's go ahead and get started sitting up on our knees or our shins today in the middle of your mat. Know that if just this position already isn't comfortable for your feet, you can take a towel and slide it right under the fronts of your ankles. Or if it hurts to have your sit bones, your hips on your heels, you can take the block, put it in between your feet, and kind of prop up your hips on the block. So go ahead and get comfortable wherever you are. Take a big roll of your shoulders up by your ears and exhale, roll them down the back. Go ahead and close your eyes. And take a couple of big rounds of breath in through your nose. And exhale, sigh out through your mouth to start. Releasing your day, releasing whatever you were working on doing, focusing on before this class. Beginning to pull the breath in through the nose and back out through the nose. We're tapping into our Ujjayi breath that we've practiced before together. Ujjayi breath is exactly this, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. But finding a slight pause between your inhale and your exhale, and between your exhale and your inhale. The breath is long, extended, and it's even. The last component of Ujjayi breath is to add a slight constriction to the back of your throat, slight tightness or closing off of your throat. This really allows the sound of the breath to be loud in your ears, kind of like the sounds of waves on the beach. As you explore this deep Ujjayi breath, you can feel in the body as you inhale, your belly expands, your chest expands. And as you exhale, the belly falls and the chest falls, allowing the whole body to be moved and interact with this breath. If you'd like, taking the next 3 or 4 breaths to focus in or set an intention for your class or for your day. This can be as simple as setting an intention to constantly be conscious and present in the breath, hearing the breath, remembering to breathe, focusing on the breath above all else, above the pose, how the pose looks, above staying, in perfect speed and unison of what I'm doing. Maybe your intention is a simple intention for gratitude and to be thankful and conscious and present for whatever good is happening in your life right now. Take one last breath here. You can blink your eyes open. Just going to take an easy neck roll, taking your right ear towards your right shoulder. As you exhale, slowly allow the chin to roll towards the chest. As you inhale, moving the head over the left ear, over towards the left shoulder. And inhale back up to center. Nice and slow, just like that, so you can feel all the kinks and the knots. The head goes over towards the left. Inhale, roll the chin to the chest. Exhale, the head goes over towards the right. And inhale back up to center. Go ahead and remove the block if the block or the towel is there. And finding tabletop position towards the top of your mat. Your shoulders are stacked over your wrists. Your hips are stacked over your knees. And go ahead and curl your toes under. And just sit your weight back, kind of like a modified child's pose. As I sit the weight of my hips back towards my heels, with the toes curled under, you'll feel a nice stretch in the bottoms of your feet and your toes. Breathe into that. Slow and steady Ujjayi breath. We'll keep that even breath throughout the whole class. And inhale forward. Unless your feet are cramping, keep your toes curled underneath for 2 rounds of cow pose. Drop your belly towards the floor. Exhale, round the back, cat pose. Now you can find whatever organic movement you need here. Finding an arch as you inhale and some kind of rounded shape as you exhale. Inhale, coming back to tabletop. Keeping those toes curled under, now hover the knees off the floor. Weight is straight down into the hands and down into the balls of the feet. And we're going to pull our hips up and back away from your wrists into our first downward dog. Now you can have your knees nice and bent as we move into downward dog. Slowly beginning to straighten the legs a little bit. We don't want to force them straight, and you can walk the dog or pedal out your feet by bending one knee and then the other, just waking up the backs of the legs. Move as you need to feel awake, alive. Feel good in the backs of your legs, your hips, your back. And as you're ready, find your stillness in down dog. Know your knees can be bent to any degree. We want a straight line from our wrists through the shoulders and up, out through the hips. Breathe in and out. As you inhale, round your back like cat, and we roll forward into plank pose. Your down dog should be the footprint for plank pose. You don't have to move your feet or your hands. You just roll forward into it. And as you exhale, bend the knees, tilt the spine or the hips up and back, and arch the back like cow as you move back into downward dog. Breathe in and out. Inhale high onto the toes, look forward at the thumbs, and we're taking as many steps as you need. We're walking your hands forward to a gentle, easy forward fold. Exhale, fold over the legs, bending the knees if you would like, and just let the head drop heavy towards the floor. On your inhale, find a halfway lift. The hands run up the shin bones or comes to the thigh bones. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, sweep your arms wide. We're coming all the way upright with a straight spine, little bend in the knees. And exhale, take your hands down to your heart. We'll find a little gentle chest expansion here. So one modification for chest expansion is here, grabbing your elbows. And we all will reach our heart up towards the sky. If you have a little more openness in your shoulders, you can interlace your hands, your thumbs on top. Little bend in our knees for all of us, and you can straighten your arms back. Doesn't matter if your hands are clasped or if you're holding onto your elbows. We all put a nice bend in our knees, and we shine our heart up towards the sky. Look up at the sky. Keep that bend in your knees and hinge at your hips. We're keeping our chest expansion as we fold over our legs, or holding onto your elbows if you're there. Breathe in and exhale. Inhale back out of the stretch, find your flat back, and then release the hands for the floor. Heel toe the feet nice and wide. Toes out slightly, your toes are going to be off the mat, heels maybe still on the mat, and we bend deeply in our knees until we find a nice squat. Your squat might be here, it doesn't matter. We all want our knees open, your elbows on the inside of your knees. Take a couple of breaths here. You can find a little movement side to side. As long as those knees stay really nice and open, you're going to feel this in your inner thighs. Find that ujjayi breath if you've lost it. Taking your hands down, and once again, turn your toes parallel, forward fold, exhale. Take a halfway lift with this wide stance. Good, exhale, plant your hands and step one foot back to downward dog, and then the other. We're going to move through our vinyasa or chaturanga to a back bend, and I'm going to go through two versions of that. So inhale, we all roll forward to plank. The modified version of chaturanga, which we'll do together first, drop your knees. So there's one line from your shoulders to your knees. Exhale, as the elbows track in by your sides, lower your body down to the floor. Extend the toes, push into the tops of the feet, the legs are strong. Inhale, cobra, little weight in the hands. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, squeeze those elbows in tight by your body as you press back up through modified plank, curl the toes. Exhale, down dog. That's your modified version of vinyasa. So we're working through this because every time we transition to a different side in our ladder flow or start a new round of our ladder flow, you'll have this opportunity to do a vinyasa. Know that you don't have to do every one. You can always hang out here in downward dog. But we want to do these together so you know the footprint. Inhale, roll forward into plank. If you're looking for full chaturanga, you can watch first if you are not familiar, but we rotate the weight forward just a little beyond the wrist, so you're really on the balls of the feet. The heels are stacked over the balls of the feet. Again, the elbows tracking right by your side. Pull your belly button in. You hover. The shoulder heads do not go lower than the elbows. And then you rotate forward onto the tops of the feet. Roll the shoulders, squeeze them back and down. Legs are super strong. So we're not dumping weight into our lower back, but the legs are so strong that the heart shoots straight forward and through. Exhale, downward dog. Really nice. We'll all take a breath in and a breath out. We're going to start our ladder flow with our right leg up into the air, three-legged down dog. Exhale, bend the right knee, open the hip. Inhale, pull the right knee to the chest. Hold it there, give it a kiss if you can. And then place the right foot between the hands, drop the back left knee. Keep the torso at this nice 45 degree and float the fingertips back. Inhale, circle them up overhead and at an angle. Breathe, one full breath. Pull your belly button in here. Feel your hamstrings working as you hold this pose. Inhale, come upright with the arms. With the exhale, find a little back bend. Cactus bend your arms at your elbows. Heart reaches up. Exhale, hands come to the floor. Breathe and pull the right hip back into a half split. You'll feel a hamstring stretch. On the inhale, move straight back into low lunge. Left hand down, right arm up, twist. Inhale, reach the right arm towards the back of the room. This is optional. If it's accessible, you can bend your right knee, no, your left knee, and maybe grab the foot. We take one breath here. If that doesn't feel good, just reach the right arm back. We all want to open our chest towards the right side of the room and maybe a little up towards the sky. Untwist. Right hand plants at the top of the mat. Curl the left toe, lift the left knee, and pull the right hip back in pyramid pose, another hamstring stretch. Stay in this shape. Take an inhale, halfway lift. Your heart reaches forward. You find a little link through your vertebrae. Exhale, fold again. Inhale, rebend the knee. And that's the first round of your ladder flow. Here's where you can step your right foot back into plank. You can take your version of a vinyasa, lowering and finding your back bend. Knowing you can always go straight into downward dog or even a child's pose if your body is asking for a little more rest. Full breath to reset. Maybe sigh it out through the mouth. Then we start the left side. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Inhale, pull the left knee to the nose and stay for a breath. With the exhale, the left foot plants between the hands. Drop the back right knee. Keep your torso at 45 degrees. Sweep the hands back. Then circle them up overhead at an angle. Breathe. And exhale. Use your inhale and your core to lift yourself upright. Exhale, bend the elbows, little back bend, heart reaches up towards the sky. Inhale, sweep the hands down to the mat, frame the left foot, and pull the left hip back in space, half split. Inhale, right back to the low lunge, right hand down, left arm up, twist. You're pivoting around this point near your navel. That's where you want to find the rotation through your upper body. Then reach the left arm back and breathe. Maybe you bend the right knee and catch the foot with the hand, maybe not. We all roll our left shoulder down the back, heart up for the sky. Release the foot, left hand to the mat at the top. Curl the right toe, lift the right knee, and pull the left hip back once again. Stretch that hamstring. Find a halfway lift in your pyramid pose. Exhale, fold over the leg. Inhale, re-bend the left knee. Plant your hands and find your version of a vinyasa. Moving through chaturanga and cobra or up dog into down dog. Finding a breath to reset. And exhale. Moving into our second round, we start with the very first sequence. Inhale the right leg up to the sky. Exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, right knee to nose. Squeeze it in as you breathe. And exhale, the right foot between the hands. Drop the back knee. Arms sweep back and circle overhead. Stay for a breath. Inhale, upright. Exhale, bend the elbows, back bend. Inhale, arms, hands to the floor. Exhale, half split. Inhale, low lunge, left hand plants, right arm up. Find another breath as we roll the right shoulder down the back, open the heart towards the sky. Release the twist. Plant the hand, pyramid pose on the right, fold. As you inhale, find length through the spine. Right hip keeps reaching back, and exhale, fold again. From here, bend in the right knee, plant the hands firmly. We're finding a figure 4 down dog. So our right shin is folding over our left thigh. The right foot is flexed. So your back and your hips are in a downward facing dog shape, and the right foot is folded, or the right shin is folded over the left. Breathe. Putting a little bend in your left leg, your standing leg, we're walking our hands back towards our left foot. Now we're in a folded figure four. So we're folding our body, hinging at the hips over this figure four. Keep a nice flex in your right foot. You're going to feel this in your right hip. Find a breath of peace and tranquility, letting go any of the tension with that exhale in your hip. Let it go. Feeling stable in your left foot, you can come upright, hinging at the hip, bending more in the left leg as you need. Roll the shoulders down the back. Breathe in and out. As we inhale, we come upright, taking our arms to the sky, right knee to the sky. Right hand to your right shin, and open the right hip out towards the right. Take the left hand over towards the left. Breathe. Inhale back to center. Switch your hands. Your left hand goes on the shin. Right arm goes up. And then exhale, sweep the right arm back, looking back at your right thumb. Inhale back to center. Arms are up. Exhale, sweep the hands and the foot down. Take one step forward and then 2 steps forward. Inhale the right knee and arms back up once again. Exhale, hinge forward at your hips, airplane. Breathe. Exhale, take a big circle of your arms forward and up overhead. Find a full breath here as you reach your fingertips and your right heel away from one another. Exhale, bend in the left leg. Touch your right toes to the floor. Sweep the hands down. And from here, you can move through your vinyasa. Or no, you can always go right to down dog or child's pose. Take a full breath to reset. And exhale. Moving on to the left side. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Inhale, left knee to your nose, squeeze it in. Hold. Then exhale, left foot between the hands. Drop the back knee, sweep the hands back, and then inhale them overhead. Stay one breath in and out. Use the inhale in your core to come upright. Exhale, little back bend. Inhale, arms flutter down to the floor. Exhale, folding into your half split on the left side. Inhale, rebend the left knee, plant the right hand, left arm up, twist. Maybe deepening your twist with your hamstring stretch. We all roll the left shoulder down the back to expose the heart up towards the sky. Breathe in and out. Left hand to the top of the mat, curl the right toes. Find pyramid pose. Keep pulling the left hip back in space, the right hip forward. Inhale, find some form of halfway lift. Exhale, fold over the leg. Inhale, bend into the left knee. Planting the hands, we find that figure four downward dog shape with the left shin folded over the right leg. The left foot is flexed. Breathing in. You're using the strength of your arms to push your hips up and back into space. With your inhale, you can bend the right knee slightly as you walk your hands back towards your right foot. We hang or hinge at your hips, kind of like forward fold, but you're just on one leg. Let your head drop, shrug out any tension in your shoulders, and find an even cycle of breath. With your next inhale, Coming upright to balance. Sit the weight of your hips down and back like chair pose. On an inhale, your arms lift towards the sky, your left knee lifts towards the sky. Left hand to left shin. Squeeze the knee in and then open the knee out towards the left. Right arm goes right, gaze goes right. Breathe in and out. Inhale to center, take the right hand on the shin, left arm up. Then open your chest back towards the left. Maybe your eyes follow your thumb left. Breathe in and out. Inhale back to center, arms go up. Then sweep hands and foot down. Take a second step forward with the right. Stand onto the right foot, pull the arms and the left knee towards the sky. Exhale, hinge forward into warrior 3 or airplane pose. Your hands are back by your hips. As you inhale, they circle to the sides and overhead. Find a full breath here as you reach your fingertips and your right toes away from one another. With your inhale, bend the right knee, left toes find the floor, plant the hands, move through your version of a vinyasa. Find a full breath to reset. And we start on the right for our third round. Inhale the right leg to the sky. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Inhale, knee to nose, hold. Exhale, plant the foot, drop the back knee. Arms reach back and circle overhead. Breathing in and out. Inhale, upright. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, hands down. Exhale, hips back. Inhale, hips forward. Exhale, twist. Inhale, stay or find the stretch for your quadricep. Release the grip of your hands. Curl the left toe under, lift the left knee, pyramid pose, fold. Find length through your spine. Reach the crown of the head forward, the right hip back. Exhale, fold over your right leg. Inhale, bend into the right knee, plant the hands, figure 4, down dog. Breathe in and out. Inhale, walk your hands back towards the left foot. You can put a nice bend in the left knee and hinge at the hips. Feel the stretch in your right glute. Use your inhale to come upright. Balance. On an inhale, right knee, arms reach up. Right hand to shin, pull the right knee open, left arm left. Inhale, switch the hands. Right arm goes up, then back. Inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, sweep them down. 1 step, 2 steps. Inhale, right knee to the sky. Exhale, hinge forward, airplane. Arms circle to the sides and up. Breathe in. Stretch through every vertebrae. Exhale. Inhale, toes find the floor. This time, spin your back foot at 45 degrees. And windmill circle your right arm up and open. We're opening into warrior 2. So our hips are open towards the right. Left arm reaches out, right arm reaches out. Exhale. Flip the front left palm and inhale, reach the right arm up and over. Keep a bend in your left knee. This is reverse warrior. Inhale back up through warrior 2. If your block is handy, you might want it right here by your left foot as we move into side angle pose, just for 1 breath. Use your inhale to come back up, warrior two. Then exhale, straighten the left front leg. We find that reverse warrior shape, but with a straight leg, so it's a reverse triangle. Inhale, upright. Keep your front left leg straight. Hinge forward. And the left hand can come down once again onto the block into full triangle pose. Triangle pose is a challenging posture. We're opening through our right hip, and we're opening our chest over towards the right side of the room. The crown of the head reaches out and away from the hips. Breathe. On an inhale, come back upright through your triangle. Rebend the front leg into warrior two. From here, spin onto the ball of the back right foot. Right hand down to the mat. Twist with the right knee off the floor. The last part of this pose is the most challenging. We're going to roll onto the outside edge of this right foot. The right arm is planted on the floor. We find whatever version of side plank you like. You can use your left foot here on the floor as a kickstand. You can stack your left foot on top of the right, or you can reach your left knee for the sky. We all find a full breath here. Maybe the eyes look up. With the next inhale, wherever you're at, we're gently stepping the left foot behind the right leg, moving into a wild thing, putting weight down, rooting into both of your feet to allow your hips to reach up for the sky. Using your left hand to create a cradle right at the base of your skull, supporting the head and the hands, opening the chest and the hips for the sky. We all breathe in and out. This is very vulnerable, intense posture, but it opens our heart, it expands our bodies physically and emotionally. With an inhale, slowly move back through your side plank. We pull our left foot up to the top of the mat. A nice lizard pose to end this third and last part of the sequence. You can take your right knee to the mat, breathing in and out. And again, deep breath. Now, if you need more sensation, you can always come down onto your forearms. Wherever you're at, curl that back toe, plant the hands, and you can move into your vinyasa. You can go straight to down dog, or you can always hang out right here in child's pose. We all meet in downward facing dog for a breath in and a breath out. Left side, third round. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Inhale, left knee to your nose, hold. Exhale, plant the left foot between the hands, drop the back knee. Hands sweep back and then overhead. Breathe in. Pull the belly button in and out. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, bend at the elbows, heart reaches for the sky. Inhale, hands come down. Exhale, pull the hips back in space. Inhale, rebend the left knee, right hand down, left arm up, twist. Maybe find the right foot with the left hand. Roll the left shoulder down the back. Release the foot. Plant the hand, curl the right toe, find your pyramid stretch. On the inhale, halfway lift, crown of the head reaches forward. Exhale, fold over that leg. Inhale, bend into the left knee. Figure four on the left side. The left knee is bent, the left leg's folded over the right. Breathe. Inhale, walk your hands back towards your right foot. Hinge at the hips, forward fold with your figure four shape. Release tension in your face and your shoulders as you exhale. Inhale, coming upright for a full breath. Sit the hips down, back like chair pose. Inhale, arms go up, left knee goes up. Left hand to left shin, open the knee to the left, open the right arm to the right. Inhale, center and switch the hands. Left arm goes up and then back. Breathing in and out. Inhale, both arms sweep up. Exhale, sweep them down as you take one step forward with the left, a second step forward with the right. Stand onto the right foot, left knee to the sky. Exhale, hinge forward, airplane. Inhale, slowly sweep the arms to the sides and then overhead. Really rotate the left hip level with the right. So you probably have to rotate it down as you breathe in and out. Bending in the right knee, the left foot finds the floor. Spin that left foot down at 45 degrees and circle the left arm up and back into warrior two. Right knee bends. Look forward. Exhale, sink just a little deeper. Flip the front right palm, reach it up and then back. Reverse warrior. Inhale, come upright. And exhale, find your side angle. Know your right elbow can go onto your shin, or again, you can use your block at any setting that you need. The block is an extension of your arm. Again, we want those opposite shapes. Our legs are going this way, our arms are extending up and down vertically. Inhale, come back upright through warrior two. Exhale, straighten the front right leg, reverse triangle. Upright, both the arms extend. Hinge the weight forward, so reach straight forward with your right hand, and then rotate into triangle pose. Crown of the head reaches away from the hips. Your left arm reaches up for the sky, your right hand is down on your block. Squeeze your right hip underneath you so your left hip can open more. Inhale, come upright through triangle. And exhale, bend once again into the right knee. We spin the left arm down. Remove your block if it's in the way. And twist. Left arm down, right hand up. Roll onto the outside edge of the back left foot and find your version of side plank for 3 breaths. As you inhale, gently step the right toes behind the left leg, rooting both feet into the floor. Allow that rooting of the legs, of the toes, to shoot energy up through your lower legs, your upper legs, and into the hips, reaching the hips up, up, up. Then taking your right hand to cradle the back of your head as you expand your chest, your heart up, breathing in and out. As you inhale, slowly move back through your side plank just for 1 moment until you can step your right foot up wide of your right hand into lizard. So your right shoulder is on the inside of your right knee. Your right foot is wide. We find a deep stretch. Maybe that's just dropping your head here. Maybe that's coming onto your forearms. Coming back onto your hands. If you're not there, curl that back left toe, lift the left knee, and move through your version of vinyasa. So that was our complete ladder flow. This last round, I just invite you to move through it all fluidly. We all know it now. I'm going to cue a little less. Know that if your body is tired, you can hang out in child's pose. We're just going to move through that full sequence 1 time on each side. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, right knee to nose. And hold. Inhale the right foot down. Exhale the left knee down. Arms sweep back. and circle overhead. Pull the belly button in, strong core, strong right hamstring. Inhale up. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, hands down. Exhale, half split. Inhale, twist. Exhale, twist deeper. Inhale, unwind. Lift back left knee, pyramid. Find your halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, fold deeper. Pull the right hip back in space. Bend the right knee. Figure four, down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Walk the hands back. And fold. Full breath in. And full breath out. Palms touch. Find your balance here. Inhale, standing Tadasana, right knee for the sky. You can take a deeper version here if you'd like by grabbing the big toe. As you open the knee out to the side, you can extend from the right heel. On the inhale, come back to center. If you'd like that full extension, you can take your left hand, grab onto the outside edge of the right foot. Reach again, the arm goes up first and then back. Inhale, upright. Exhale, sweep the hands down. Take 2 steps forward. Right knee to the sky once again. Exhale, hinge forward, warrior 3. Arms circle slowly up overhead. Full breath, full extension. Right hip rotates down. Right toes find the floor. Spin that right heel down at 45 degrees. Warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle pose. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, straighten left leg. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, hinge forward, full triangle. Find a full breath wherever you are. Squeezing that left hip underneath you to allow the right hip to roll open. Inhale, use the core, come back upright. Bend in the left knee, spin the right hand to the mat. Twist. Roll onto the outside edge of the right foot. Again, for more challenge in your side angle or your side plank, you can grab your big toe and extend from the heel. Find 2 full breaths. And with control, release the toes, step the left toes behind the right leg. We all find our version of Wild Thing. Take 2 full breaths. Activate your legs, strong legs. All those muscles are working to just elevate the hips up. Slowly moving back through your side plank to step the left foot up and wide. Lizard pose. One more full breath here. Just surrendering all that effort in your lizard as you deeply stretch through the inner thigh. Plant your hands, moving through your vinyasa, or meeting us in downward dog. We reset with an inhale, and sigh it out through your mouth if you need. Last time, inhale, left leg high. Exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, left knee to nose. Hold. Exhale, left foot steps down. Right knee comes down. Arms reach back. Strong core as the arms circle overhead. Breathe in. Squeeze your inner thighs towards one another. Inhale, upright. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, hands down. Exhale, half split on the left. Inhale, rebend, right hand down, twist. Deepen your twist. Full breath. And full breath out. Release the twist. Plant the hands. Curl the right knee, right toe, lift the right knee, pyramid. Halfway lift in your pyramid, pull the left hip back. Bow over the left leg. Inhale, bend into the left knee. Plant the hands, figure four, downward dog. Left knee is bent and left shin folded over the right. Inhale, walk your hands back towards your right foot. And just hang. Let the weight of your torso, your upper body, fold over your legs, open through the left thigh and the left hip area. Inhale, coming upright and balance, breathing in and exhale. Inhale the arms and the left knee for the sky. Again, if you took that second variation here, again, taking your left fingers and wrapping around your left big toe as you open the left knee left and extend from the heel. Your right arm goes right. Full breath in and full breath out. Inhale, coming back to center, bending in the left knee if it was straight, and switch the grip of your hands. Right hand on the outside of the left foot. Left arm reaches up, extend out from the heel, and left arm reaches back. Inhale, looking forward, bending the left knee, arms sweep up, and exhale, left foot sweeps down, one step, two step, pulling the left knee back up towards the sky. Exhale, find airplane, hinge forward. Rotating the arms slowly up overhead, find that full breath as the left hip levels and maybe reaches towards the floor. Bending the right knee, left toes find the floor, 45-degree angle with your foot, warrior two. Reverse the right palm up towards the sky, reverse warrior. Feel that side body opening on the right. Inhale up, warrior two. Exhale, side angle pose. Your right hand can be on your knee, down on a block. Left arm overhead. Feel that side body opening on the left. Inhale, upright, warrior two. Exhale, straighten the right knee. Reverse triangle, right arm reaches up and back. Inhale, upright. Exhale, triangle pose. Reach forward with the right hand first. Then exhale, right hand down, left arm up. Full breath in here. And full breath out. Use your core to come upright. Rebend in the right knee. Spin the left hand down to the mat and twist. Roll onto the outside edge of this left foot. Find your version of side plank. You can again grab at the big toe for this more advanced version of side plank. Find 3 breaths or 2 breaths. Let's do 2, wherever you are. And gently stepping the right foot behind the left leg. Both feet root into the floor and pulling energy up from your feet through your lower legs, upper legs, elevate the hips up. Right hand to the back of the head. Find one more full breath, heart and hips for the sky. Reaching your right knee up as we move through side plank, and then stepping your right foot up towards the top right corner of your mat. Lizard pose, find 2 breaths. Coming up onto your hands. This is your very last opportunity to do a vinyasa if you would like. Taking one last clearing breath in down dog. Deep breath in. Inside out. Rotating forward just slightly until your knees touch the mat. Uncurl your toes. Sitting your weight back in child's pose. And then allow your arms to circle back by your sides. The tops of your hands rest back by your feet. Your forehead presses into the mat. This is embryo pose. Breathing deeply here. Allowing the heart rate to come back down. Once again, focusing, bringing to mind that intention if maybe it had shifted out of focus during our flow. Bringing your awareness into your body, noticing the sensations, if there's warmth, heat, maybe a little more openness in areas like your low back, your hamstrings, or your shoulders. On an inhale, round your back and roll yourself upright to sit on your feet, sit on your shins like how we started class. Close your eyes. Breathing in. Feel your heart and your chest expand. Pause. And breathing out. Feel your belly fall, your chest fall. Pause. Again, just like that. Once again, bringing to mind your intention for this class. Blinking your eyes open. Walking your hands forward to a tabletop position. Curling the toes under, finding your down dog just to allow space to move into pigeon. So we're going to pull our right knee up by our right elbow and then our right foot over by our left wrist. We're coming down into pigeon pose. The right foot is flexed. Know that if this 90-degree bend at your knee is really wildly uncomfortable, just bend your knee more and pull your heel closer toward the midline of your body. We want to feel balanced in our pigeon pose, so the weight is evenly distributed between this back leg and the bent front right knee. You can use the block underneath your shin bone or kind of right underneath both of your sit bones if you need for more support. And we're coming into a pigeon pose for a good extended amount of time, so you want to be comfortable. And allowing time and deep breath to move you ever deeper into the posture. Go ahead and close your eyes so you can tap a little more deeply into sensations in your body. Breathing in, feel the belly expand and the chest expand. And as you exhale, release energy in your face, your neck, your shoulders, and maybe you find you move a little closer to the floor as you exhale. Taking your time, walking yourself back into a more upright version of the shape. We're going to sit the weight over onto the right hip until you can swing your left foot forward, finding that either 90-degree or more of a 45-degree bend in your left knee, and we switch the weight over towards the left hip so we can swing the right leg back. Moving into pigeon on the right. You might have to put weight down into your hands to lift your hips so that weight evenly distributes between your left leg and your right leg. Again, use your block if you need, and flex in your left foot. The right toes go straight back behind you, top of the foot on the floor. And once you feel balanced and steady in your pigeon pose, stay where you feel a little resistance in your body. Close your eyes and breathe deeply. Every exhale, we let something go, whether that's physically, mentally, emotionally. We have to learn to release all these things that we hold on to. Tightness, resentment, frustration. Learning to let it go. Creating space and time to let it go. So we can invite in new energy, good things into our life. More vitality and health into our bodies. Maybe with each exhale, you don't go any deeper into the posture, but you consciously soften in areas like in between your eyebrows or right at the base of your neck, or a little bit of tension in that left hip. On an inhale, using your hands to shift yourself into that more upright position. Again, shift the weight over onto your left thigh, your left sit bone, and swing the right foot forward. This time our booties or our sit bones are going to find the floor. Bend at your knees, feet flat on the floor. Make sure your block is close by. And we're going to roll our backs onto the floor, the mat, one vertebrae at a time. We keep our knees bent, feet flat on the floor, taking your hands right by your sides. You should be able to just barely touch the backs of your heels with your first and second finger. Feet are placed right at hip distance on the mat. We're moving into bridge pose. We'll do 3 rounds of back bends. The last one can be supported if you have a block. We'll start with a classic bridge pose. Tilting your tailbone up towards the sky, scooping out that lower space of your belly. And we continue to scoop our tailbone up towards our face as we lift our lower vertebrae off the floor, then our middle back, and then our upper back. The weight is pressing straight down into the bottoms of our feet and the outside edges of our arms. Our knees are at hip distance, no wider. Keep those knees right at hip distance. Back of the head presses into the floor. Find 3 breaths in bridge pose. Hips elevate towards the sky. Release tension that's not needed in your glutes, in your face. Breathe deeply. And with an exhale, just as slowly as you rolled up, begin to settle and roll the upper back, middle back, lower back, and that tailbone is very last to release. Touch the knees together. Breathe in and breathe out. We have one more active back bend like that. Now you can take a full wheel pose if you would like. I'm going to take another bridge here. You can start bridge just the same. Tilt your tailbone up towards your face. Lift your tailbone up towards the sky, one vertebrae at a time. Rolling your shoulder blades underneath you. Know that, like that chest expansion at the beginning of class, you can interlace your hands together for even more elevation of your hips. We all find 3 breaths, whether you're here in bridge or up in wheel pose. With your next exhale, slowly release your hands and roll yourself down super slow. The tailbone, the hips are the last to release. Touch your knees together in the center. The last back bend, pulling your knees apart into hip distance. Curl your tailbone up. We lift into bridge just like we did before. Lifting our hips up towards the sky. Now taking your block, and we're going to slide our block under our hips. Know that you can set the block at any setting, the highest setting, the medium setting, the low setting. You just want the block to be stable and to be supporting the heaviest part here of your hips. Kind of right where your lower vertebrae attach in to your tailbone, your hip girdle, and support the heaviness of your hips so you can just rest onto the block. Close your eyes and breathe deeply. As we inhale, reactivate by pressing into your feet and elevate the hips just enough to slide that block out. Roll the back down, one vertebrae at a time. Heel toe the feet wider than the mat and touch the knees together in the center. Take one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly. Go ahead and pull both of your knees in towards your chest and give them a hug and a slight rock side to side. Keep the right knee hugged in to your chest and extend the left leg long on the mat. Breathing in. And with an exhale, finding a twist, pulling the right knee across the body towards the left. And the right arm's going to extend in the opposite direction towards the right. You can turn your head to look over at the right hand. With each exhale, surrendering, melting, falling deeper into the floor. On an inhale, using your core, coming back to center. Hug the right knee in, and then extend it long. Inhale, pull the left knee into the chest. Give it a hug first, squeezing that left shin bone, the left thigh bone into your body. And then with an exhale, finding a twist, pulling the left leg across the body towards the right. And then extending the left arm over towards the left. You can turn your head if it feels good for your neck to look at the left hand. Go ahead and close your eyes and breathe deeply in your twist. Inhale back to center. This time pull the right knee back to the chest, both knees in. Last pose of the class is happy baby if you'd like. You can reach your hands through the knees and grab the outside edges of the feet with both of your hands. And pulling the knees wide and down towards the floor. Find this easy, gentle rock side to side. Massaging your lower back into the floor. You can extend one leg out straight. Feeling the stretch for your inner thigh, your hamstring, your calf. Rebend that leg and then maybe straighten the other. And then bend in, breathing in and out. Releasing your feet. Knowing that you're always welcome to take any last postures your body is calling for today. If not, you can extend your heels to the mat and slide your feet out and wide, taking up space on your mat as we transition into Shavasana, our final resting pose. Closing your eyes, take one last big conscious breath in, feeling all the way up. Hold the breath at the top and exhale out through the mouth, letting go of all the effort that you've generated from this class. And allowing your body and your mind to settle, releasing all control of the breath, allowing gravity to sink your body deeper into the floor, gravity pulling down at every connection your body makes to the mat, the back of your heels, your calves and your glutes, your shoulder blades, and the backs of your hands, the back of your head, and your eyeballs in their sockets. Slowly begin to bring your awareness back into your body. Adding a little movement into your fingers and your toes. And then reaching your arms overhead and reaching your legs straight out from your hip sockets. Reach in opposite directions with your fingers and your heels away, away, away. Stretch. And exhale, relax onto the mat. Taking all of the time you want and need, rolling yourself onto one side, resting your head on your upper arm, and then pressing yourself upright and finding that seated position on your mat. Go ahead and take a big roll of your shoulders up by your ears and exhaling them down the back. Taking your hands and your palms together. Let's raise our palms up to our forehead. Closing your eyes, focusing in on that intention that you had set for your class. Exhale, pulling your hands down to your heart, bowing to yourself, finding a moment of gratitude for doing something good for your body, for your mind, for taking time to honor yourself and your health. Inhale, coming up. The divine light in me recognizes and sees the divine light in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for this class. I hope you enjoyed our little ladder flow. We had a lot of fun postures in there. Again, I love all of the feedback. I like to know if you like ladder flows, you don't like them. So please drop any comments you have. Hit subscribe if you want to stay up to date with all the new classes on this channel. And I hope you have a great day. Thank you.